Hi, my name is Jenny Donnelly. Thank you so much for joining us for Reign in Rest. This is week 16, and we are continuing the conversation about hope and winning the war over disappointment. So I hope you caught last week, and if you didn't, that's okay. You can just go back to that video. But continuing this conversation about hope, I wanted to bring up just a couple scriptures that were just so powerful, and then I'm going to tell you a very interesting story, okay? So let's look at this. Romans 5, verse 3 through 5. I'm going to read this, okay, in the Passion Translation. It says, "But that's not all. Even in times of trouble, we have a joyful confidence." Let's make that a declaration. Even in times of trouble, we have a joyful confidence, knowing that our pressures will develop in us patient endurance. Yes, there is pressure. And patient endurance will refine our character, and proven character leads us back to hope. And this is so powerful right here. And this hope is not a disappointing fantasy, because we can now experience the endless love of God cascading into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who lives in us. I want to read that one little piece right there. This hope is not a disappointing fantasy, because we can now experience the endless love of God. Even in our tribulation, even in our pressures, even in our adversity, there is a love that is endless. And I believe that we can look at every situation from a negative, or we can go, wait a minute, God, wait a minute. There is an endless love here, and there is still hope in my situation. I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'll share that second verse with you. So shout out to Oceans Church in Southern California in Orange County. I was listening to one of their messages from a recent conference that they had. My daughter sent me this message because it impacted her so much. And the gentleman that was preaching, he was sharing a story. Maybe you've heard this before. I had not heard this, but it kind of blew my mind. So I'm going to share it with you. But I believe he said it was in the 50s that there was a study done by a man, and he just thought, wow, I wonder how long rats can swim in a bucket of dirty water. Who knows what got him inspired to even do this? I mean, I don't know, but you got to hear what happens. So across the board, he tests all these rats in dirty water. Can they swim for how much time? And across the board, on average, it was 15 minutes for every single one of these rats. Across the board, that was the conclusion. So then what they did is they took another round of rats, and they had them in the water, dirty water again, and 14 minutes in, they took the rats out, dried them off, and let them rest for a couple minutes. Not hours, not days, just a couple minutes. And then they put them back in the dirty water to see how long will they swim from here a second time. Just guess. Just for fun, just guess. All right, you ready for the answer? Okay, it's gonna blow your mind. 60 hours. Not 60 minutes, 60 hours. 60 hours, what? And the only thing that they can contribute this to and say, the only explanation for this is those rats had hope that another rescue was coming. Isn't that amazing? And when I heard that, I was like, you know what, God? I remember when you rescued me here. I remember when you rescued me there. I remember when you came through here. You blew my mind over here, and you rescued me and you blessed me in times where I didn't know if you were going to come through. And I began to think of all the times that God came through in a miraculous way. That's what I want you to do today, is I want you to think about in the last, let's say 3 to 5 years, or maybe 3 to 5 days, when has God just stepped in and you said, hold on a minute, I feel hope right now. I was sitting in this room last night and doing a Zoom meeting, and I just glanced out the windows, and there was this beautiful pink purple explosion of color in the sky. And it literally took my breath away. And I was like, wow, God, that is so beautiful. And it was a moment, like it was a breath. It felt like hope. So our rescue moments can come just like that, where we are awakened to the things that God is doing all around us. That sunset's been there every night. But the fact that I was able to connect with what God was doing was a moment of a miracle for me. I needed that. I needed that fresh wind, that fresh touch, that fresh vision. And then there's times that God came through and my mind is blown and it's miraculous. And the financial miracles he's come through for us, even to have our headquarters here in Corbett, Oregon, just mind blowing. And so you know what that means? That I have a little more endurance, and so do you. We have more endurance because we've been rescued before. And I want to read to you this other scripture that just made me think about this. Okay, this is Proverbs 13, verse 12. When hope's dream seems to drag on and on, think about that rat for 60 hours, okay? When hope's dream seems to drag on and on, the delay can be depressing. But when at last your dream comes true, life's sweetness will satisfy your soul. So I just want to pray right now, as you are maybe waiting for something to come through. Maybe you're waiting for a certain person to come through. Maybe you're single and you're like, I am waiting for the man of my dreams. I'm waiting for the woman to come along in my life. Maybe you're wanting a baby. Maybe you are working really hard and diligently in your business and you're just wondering, oh, did I see this right? Was I really supposed to do this? I thought it was going to be exploding by now. But I want you to hang on and I want you to lean into the Holy Spirit, who is hope. And I want you to remember all the times that God miraculously came through for you. He's not just going to go, you know what? I think we're good here. I think I'll just leave it up to you now. God's not going to do that. He's going to come through for you again, but he's producing character in us. He's allowing hope to rise up inside of us. We just can't RSVP to the disappointment party, right? You remember that from last week. Okay, you guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And I really want you to grab those moments in your past and remember what God has done for you, even in the last 3 days, even in the last 3 hours. What has God done for you? And then throw that into your future. You know, a lot of times hindsight's 20/20, but you get to a point in your life where your hindsight becomes your foresight and you take your history and you throw it in front of you and go, yep, God's going to do it again. He always does. And so in Jesus' name, I just agree with you in faith that all of God's dreams and desires, by the way, desire means of the Father. Desire means Father. Desire, everything that's of the Father, every desire and every dream that he put in your heart, I just declare it coming to fruition and completion in Jesus' name. We'll see you next week.